Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about the Canadian wildfires and what's coming next. So, there's all kinds of craziness going on in the world and in the news. You guys see it every day. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. I got a lot of good stuff in the works. This smoke is giving me a headache. I'm sure it's doing the same for other people. Younger people are probably having problems breathing and things like that. Can't imagine how it is for certain people. Nate, how are you? Shout out to everybody out there that takes the time to watch my show. I appreciate you. I really do. So, there's a ton of things going on. The wildfires are insane. I got some pictures to show you guys. I don't think. Do you guys remember ever in all your years of this type of stuff happening? Like, where it's like blankets of smoke just cover everything. Look at these pictures. Those are all different fires. The fires are burning like insane. And some of them are deliberately set. We all seen the helicopter with the thing hanging with the smoke, with dragging the fire across the forest. If you guys haven't seen that video, Louis the Lion, how are you, man? Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for joining me today. Got a lot of good stuff. 4th of July is this coming. Well, I consider it 4th of July weekend, but it's not really, because 4th of July is what, Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday. Tuesday is the 4th of July, but I'm sure some people are going to celebrate it this weekend. Some are going to celebrate it next weekend, but I will bring you. I don't know if they're having the River Fest this year in Hartford, but if they are, Bill Staxx will be there. And if I'm not there, I have some other things planned. And they should be going through. So I'm doing great, man. Just here to bring you guys some news, some of this crazy stuff that's been going on. We're going to start off with these two strippers that got robbed on camera. For $10,000, and it was all caught on tape. Shout out to Vlad TV. So this is the moment that, so these two women were working as strippers in a club. They leave at night. If you guys don't know, I was a DJ at a strip club for a while, for like 4 months. And I didn't really like it. It's not my lifestyle I want to live. And these two girls were on their way home after work. They had money in their bags and all that. And these dudes came up with guns and robbed them both. And it was caught on camera. Let's watch. And you know they're a little tipsy because they've been working all day. Most strippers do drugs and drink or whatever they do. Give me that. You're like, no, give me that. And they're just standing there shocked. Like, oh, man. Damn. The one with the bun, she looked pissed. Hey, it's a bad weekend for them. Crazy fire. That's crazy. Fire, Staxx. Bro, you need to cover some flying. You should be in LA with Chad. Yeah, man. It just I should be in LA with Chad, but things didn't line up, man. I got personal things going on. I just couldn't make it. But next time has nothing to do with flying or any of that shit. Otherwise, I would have been there 100%. But I got other things going on, man. But next time I will be there. Trust me. I'll get on a plane just to make it happen. But the reason I couldn't go, just personal stuff, you know. But shout out to Chad Marks doing it real big out there in Hollywood. I was supposed to go, but my bad, everybody. The camera's fucking up. Got it. But yeah, Louis the Lion, man. What's up, Corey? How you doing? Corey Anderson. Thanks for joining me, man. Yeah, I've been to quite a few places with Chad in New York City. We've been to Philadelphia. I've been out to if you guys don't know, I'm Blood on the Razor Wire's cameraman. But I just couldn't make it to the California trip. But we got other things in the works. He's out there getting interviewed by a pretty big podcast, Johnny Mitchell. What are you guys doing for the holiday week? Are you guys treating this whole week like a holiday? How are you guys doing it? What's up, Steve? How are you? Happy Friday to everybody out there, man. I hope you guys have a safe weekend. And we got some more stuff to cover. So let's get into some more of this craziness. So a lot of these Russian executives and people with ties to the uprising have gone missing. Another bank executive's daughter went flying out of a hotel window. We're going to talk about that case. The young woman who took a dive out of a hotel window. So this is the woman. Russian bank executive, 28 years old, dies in mystery plunge out of a window of her Moscow apartment. Kristina Bakova, who was the vice president of local bank at age 28 years old, fell out the apartment window on her Moscow on the evening of June 23rd. The Russian bank official died after plummeting from her window as she fell from her apartment. Kristina, 28, who was the vice president of the bank, fell out of the apartment window on Kochniski Boulevard. Tragically, she died as a result on the scene. She died instantly. She said to have been spending time with a friend called Andre, 34, who was with Christina on the 7th floor. He claims that Christina contacted him asking him to come for a drink before he went out. This is crazy. So recent events in Russia have raised fears of looming assassination attempts. They're sought to wage mutiny against the military leadership in the Kremlin. I can't even say this dude's name. He's reportedly staying in a so there's another man, right? His name, recent events raise looming Pogin. We'll just name him Pro or whatever. He reportedly staying in a windowless hotel room because he's scared of assassination sent by Putin could push him out the window. I guess it's their calling card is to push people out of windows. That's insane. If you guys don't know, there was a major military uprising in Russia or the Soviet Union, whatever you want to call it. And they were on their way to Moscow to take over Moscow, and they stopped right before they got there. So now some of the people who were involved with this uprising have gone missing. Some of the top people, they don't know where they are. It is crazy. A lot of people are going missing in Russia, and they're committing major war crimes at the moment. I have seen some wild videos, insane stuff that you just absolutely cannot play on YouTube. Maybe I can make a video and put it together and put it on Rumble. Because that's what I have a major problem with sometimes is the censorship on YouTube. I can't play certain videos. There are a ton of videos that I would like to do and show you guys, but I just can't. Thank you, Staxx, for the prayers. My brother, I'm really not feeling good. Damn, man. Definitely sending prayers your way, bro. Just keep fighting, bro. That's all you got to do. Just keep pushing, you know? Love your show. Great content you put out. Staxx is the man with the positive plan. You already know, man. So I have a show tonight, I think around 9 o'clock. The Many Lies of Sammy Gravano. And I have a guest that's going to be joining me on this show. Someone who has intricate detail about Sammy Gravano. And they spent quite a bit of time with Mr. Gravano. So that show is going to be really good. 9 o'clock. Don't miss it. The link for that show is in the description of this video. If you guys want to check that show out, just click that link and I'll see you guys around 9. I think 9 o'clock. I already confirmed it. He's going to meet me there and it's going to be a great show. What is your plans for the 4th of July? this year. I've spent some pretty wild 4th of Julys. One year, I was on the Mississippi River. So when I went out there to go have a funeral for my father, I I went out to have a funeral out there, and I spent the 4th of July on the Mississippi River on a little boat, like one like this, with the 2 oars. So one of the oars popped out, right? And I was drinking, and I was first going with both oars, and I was going down the river. I was at Rock Island, Illinois. It's kind of near, I don't even know what city it's near. Muscatine, Iowa, right around that area. It's a bunch of cities in a little spot, right? And so I'm going with both oars. Boom! One of them pops out. So I go to put it back, and I'm putting the oar back, and I look up, and the other oar is floating away. I'm like, no! So the oar just floated away, and I'm like, damn. So I just had one, and I took it out of the holder, and I just was going like this down the river. And I spent 3 days going down the Mississippi River like that. And it was crazy. I've been down to Buffalo, Iowa. I stopped off there. I got off, and I trudged through the mud, right? I get off, tie the boat to a tree, and I trudge through the mud, and I get out onto this road, right? It took me like an hour to get out to the road. And I'm looking down the road, and probably like, I don't know, 1,000 feet away is a boat launch. There's a boat launch about 1,000 feet away. Like, God, man, now I gotta go back through into the boat, get in it, and then go down. Because I didn't know where I was going. I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just winging it. So I get back in the boat. There's no motor on this boat. I have no food. All I had was alcohol. And that was it. And a dog was with me. I had a little dog. And I had a fishing pole, tackle, and that was it. A lawn chair. And I had a tent, but it wasn't put together. It was just in the little bag that the tent comes in. So what happened was, I get back in the boat, untie the thing, and I go down the river a little more. Now the river's huge. I'll show you a picture of where I was. I got pictures of all this too. I only have a few pictures. If it was now, I would have documented the whole thing, but that wasn't the reason why I was there. Reason why I was there was for the funeral for my father. And when I went there, it was flooded. It was pretty flooded, pretty bad. I've seen houses floating down that river. Now, this is what it looked like when I was floating underneath. This is the bridge that I was underneath when there was fireworks going off all around me on the 4th of July. This was in 2009, I think. think it was in 2009. And this is where it was. It was good times. So that's the bridge that I was under when the fireworks were going off. I was like right in the middle of that. This is a different part of it. I'm not really sure where that is, but this is where it is. And then they have locks that you have to go under. So you here I got a perfect map of where I was. Now, this is an aerial view. I started right at the bottom of the page, like right at the bottom where this little river starts. That's where I started. And the house where I started, matter of fact, is right there. So I started there. I went underneath that first bridge, floating by onto the big rivers. Damn it. Keep losing my camera for some reason. Hold on. For some reason, I keep losing my camera. But right there, I went under that bridge and then went under onto the Mississippi. And then from there, here's another. Bam, it looks like that. So you go under one bridge and then you go under another bridge. Then you just keep floating down. But I got a great show tonight. And hopefully this smoke clears out the air and people can breathe better. I mean, I'm sure it's affecting a lot of people who have health problems. So another thing I wanted to talk about is President Biden put in a thing for student loans to be forgiven, right? He put in like some bill for student loans to be forgiven, and it was going to affect 500,000 people in Connecticut. So what happened was they shut the bill down. It's not going to happen. So start paying your student loans. They're not forgiving them. And that's a shitty situation for people who have loans. But hey, you got to pay your shit, right? We got a couple other things in the news I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, so there was a man who was wanted for the January 6th thing, and they caught him. But guess where they caught him? They caught him in front of Barack Obama's house with a Molotov cocktail. Crazy. They caught this dude in front of the ex-president's house with explosives in a car and everything. But they caught him. Nick, how are you, man? Thanks for joining me today. I know it's not my usual time, but I figured I'd jump on a little earlier for you guys. Yeah, man. They caught this dude on his way to the ex-president's house, and he had bombs in the car. Insane. Let's see if I can find it. There's so much stuff going on in the news, and then they keep talking about his submarine. Submarine's been gone like a week before any of us even knew anything, and they're all dragging it out. They hear banging. Are they still alive? Oh my God, the submarine. They knew this whole time that they were gone. So why would they do that and drag people along? To try to keep your attention off of other shit. That's why they did that. Because they have ulterior motives. Another thing, there was a huge motorcycle club bus. With the banditos. There was a motorcycle bus with the banditos, and I have an official 1%er that's coming on my show. I already spoke to him, and we've been in contact, and he has agreed to come on my show. He's going to explain all kinds of things. He's going to break down some things, and he is actively in a motorcycle club. I'm not going to tell you which one. You guys will just have to watch and find out. But he has agreed to come on my show, and we are going to talk about protocol. We're not going to talk about club business or any of that stuff. But I know some of the people out there like motorcycle type of content. So if you don't know, I have interviewed quite a few people with motorcycle ties. I've interviewed Jay Dobbins, who went undercover for the ATF. He was an undercover in the Hells Angels for a while. There are different speculation to whether he got his patch or not, but there's pictures with him with full patch on, with people embracing him. So I don't know. And there's another, if you guys haven't seen that video of that guy getting the cut took off him, go check that video out. It's crazy. So the person who recorded that video was on Marco's Motorcycle Nation. Shout out to Marco. He has a podcast where he talks about a lot of 1% motorcycle stuff. And the guy who shot that video was actually on the podcast. But I hope you guys like that type of content. I'm going to be bringing that to you very soon. All right. Officials say Banditos membership about a dozen in Rapid City. Let's see if I can find the right one. The Banditos MC, whose clubhouse. Why do they keep doing that shit? Hold on a second. The person who's going to be coming on tonight with me is going to be dropping a lot of great information about Sammy the Bull. You guys don't want to miss it. I know they take that patch stuff serious. So listen to this. The video of the guy getting the patch. So the guy kind of gives the patch up. The guy's like telling him to take it off or whatever and like takes it from him. But people are saying it's not real. It's not a real patch, that the guy just ordered it on the internet and the guy ripped it off him. But who knows? Like, who knows? The guy could have just, I don't know. I don't know the details about who the person is. Anyone that would do something like that is out of their mind, though. I definitely do not suggest for you to buy patches off the internet and put them on a vest and ride around with them. I really suggest you don't do that. People really take those patches very serious. People have laid their life down for those patches, and they're not going to let people order them off the internet and just ride around like because they think it's cool. It's crazy that people would even do that. If you guys haven't seen that other video about that guy, he had a Sons of Anarchy vest on, and some other guy comes and confronts him about it. It's kind of like the dude seemed harmless, you know? But who knows? Hopefully they have some fireworks, and I can get some footage of some good fireworks and put it out for you guys. But I have some major things in the works. I cannot wait to start filming the things that I got. It's the script is amazing, and the people that are going to be involved with this, I just can't wait to show you guys what I've been putting together. It's been a lot of work, but it's worth it. Definitely is worth it. And hopefully we're going to start filming this thing. We're really hoping to start filming it tomorrow to start. So if you guys want to help out, you guys can donate through either YouTube, or you can hit up my Cash App at Bill Staxx 2021. Every dollar helps. I don't care if it's $1. It goes a long way. It really helps. And you guys are all great. Yeah, bikers take this stuff very serious. It's just like, not saying that bikers are gangs and gangs are bikers, but it's similar to a gang member's flag. You know what I'm saying? It's similar probably to I don't know what a Marine would hold close to them. They don't really have like a flag or anything, right? Or they do, the American flag. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? Um, but they take that shit very serious. And for someone else to be disrespecting it, they're not going to tolerate shit like that. Thank you, Nick. I really appreciate that, man. I'm really just trying to bring you guys the best content possible. And sometimes I just need a little boost, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to help out, please feel free. I'm going to play a clip of something that I've been working on. Here is a little clip on one of the stories that I've been working on. Here you go. Enjoy.
Today, we are renewing our call.
A new push to find this wanted man, Hung Tian Pham, a long sought after suspect for what was described as a massacre in Chinatown 30 years ago today. 5 men playing cards in a basement apartment were shot and killed execution style. Then Mayor Ray Flynn described the scene back in 1991.
I haven't seen anything like that, certainly since I've been mayor. And in my lifetime, it's almost like a war scene.
Authorities say Pham, who would be 60 years old today, is one of 3 gunmen behind the murders. The other 2 shooters are serving life sentences.
Pham is the only defendant in this case who has not been arrested and convicted.
Dan Conley was the district attorney during the trial of the 2 convicted.
Pham should not avoid accountability just because of the passage of time. But this was execution style. People were put on their knees. They were told to put their hands behind their head. They were begging for their lives.
Though no motive is identified, Pham was known at the time as a rising star in Asian organized crime.
Number one, we don't give up when there's a case, especially of this magnitude, that affected our community as much as these crimes did. Secondly, is we can bring a lot more resources to bear than we could have many years ago.
There was a 6th victim who miraculously survived being shot in the head and proved to be a pivotal witness in the case brought against these 3 gunmen. As for Pham, his last known whereabouts were in Thailand back in the late 90s.
Bam! So that's the story I'm working on about the Chinatown massacre. If you guys don't know, I've been there. I got video of me there, and I'm going to integrate it into this mini documentary I'm doing about it. And I hope you guys like that type of stuff. You guys know I'm really into like the organized crime aspect of things. So I'm going to focus on that type of stuff. And if you guys have any suggestions for future shows, just drop it in the comments and I will take your suggestions serious. If you guys want me to do different mobsters or different crime figures or different groups, just let me know. And everyone's input matters. The show tonight is at 9 o'clock. So 8 Central. Don't miss it. It is Sammy the Bull has spent quite an amount of time with this guy after he was convicted. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be inside stories of what Sammy the Bull was really like in prison. And he's going to tell us. He's going to tell us what his demeanor was and all that type of shit. And we're going to go over Sammy the Bull's cooperation agreement. I have a bunch of things that contradict all of his lies. And we're going to expose him tonight. You don't want to miss it. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. And if you're late, too bad. And if you don't like this type of stuff, start your own damn podcast. Oh shit, you're late, Cindy. I'm just about to get off. I appreciate everyone that joins me. I got some things I want to do, and I want to finish up some of these videos I've been working on so I can get them out for you guys. Damn, I feel bad stopping it now that you just joined us, Cindy. All right, so he confirmed 100% it's going down tonight at 9 o'clock. I want to give a shout out to Jared Tillinghast. He's got some major things going on. October 8th, there is an event. I will be there in Springfield. So you guys should check that out. Let's see if I could get the flyer. October 8th, West Warwick Civic Center. You do not want to miss that one. I will be there. October 8th, the West Warwick Civic Center. Yankees for life. How are you, man? Shout out to you. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. No, it's in Springfield, Mass, or West Warwick Civic Center. West Warwick, Rhode Island. Hollywood comes to Rhode Island. Jared Tillinghast and Damian Feldman are bringing boxing and a little bit of Hollywood to Rhode Island. If you don't know, Damian Feldman is holding an event real soon with that guy, the big bodybuilder dude with the dreads, and he's holding an event with him. He's fighting, is it Roy Jones Jr.'s son? I'm pretty sure that's the event. Let me see if I can find it. Well, it's all over every news thing. But this one's called Punching for Peace. I'll show you the flyer right here. You guys should go buy a ticket for this. Go support my friend Jared. Jared's going to be back on the show talking about what it was like growing up with his father being involved with organized crime. But October 8th, Jared Tillinghast and Celebrity Boxing's Damian Feldman presents Punching for Peace. 6 p.m., Hollywood comes to Rhode Island. The host, Jared Tillinghast, and the other host, Celebrity Boxing, Damian Feldman. It's at the West Warwick Civic Center, 6 p.m. You don't want to miss it. I will be in the building. So if you guys want to come meet me, come say what's up. What's good? Down neck, what's up? How are you? Is it tomorrow? That fight's tomorrow? Yeah, man, it's been a while. I'm doing great. Things are absolutely great, man. I'm going to start filming my movie. Hopefully it kicks off tomorrow. That's the plan. Shout out to all my people who are involved with this. And I plan on getting like 2 or 3 scenes done within the next week. And that fight's tomorrow. Here, let me check. I just seen the promotional thing for it too. Shout out to Dan Romano. Shout out to Ann Bick. Shout out to DJ Vlad. This one is October 8th. Punching for Peace. I'm looking for the other one right now. Nevada police say man stole over $1 million posing as owner of a Las Vegas hotel, reports say. A Nevada man was arrested earlier this month allegedly posing as the owner of a downtown Las Vegas hotel and cohorting employees to give him over $1 million. In Las Vegas reported, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police said an employee at the hotel, which is located on Fremont Street, was contacted by a man claiming to be the owner of the hotel. The man, who was later identified as a 33-year-old Eric Martinez, told the supervisor of the cashier cage to give him $320,000 towards an emergency payment to the fire department for safety devices. Supervisor compiled and gave the money to the unknown man at a gas station. The supervisor then did the same thing 2 more times. The news station reported, bringing a total of $1,170,000 after meeting the person at more than 2 businesses. Police noted that the incident is similar to another that happened in a different property in Clark County. So these dudes are just talking people into handing them over millions of dollars. Crazy. Insane. Insane. Let me show you what this guy looks like. Here's the guy that stole over $1 million posing as the owner of the casino. It's crazy, man. People are really that gullible. I cannot wait to start filming my movie, man. It is going to be really cool. And just everything that's going into it, all the time that I've spent writing this thing and developing the characters and the different scenarios that I have that are going to be a part of this story. It's just crazy. It's going to be good. I think you guys are going to like it. And then we have tonight is going to be a great show. I'm telling you. The Many Lies of Sammy Gravano. The link for this show is in the description of this video. You guys definitely don't want to miss this one. We're going to get firsthand knowledge from someone who was there. That's at 9 o'clock. Anyone that believes Sammy the Bull or any of his bullshit, Staxx, I can't wait to see the movie. It is going to be good, man. From the bottom of my heart, positive people do positive things, have positive results that happens. Hell yeah, man. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. I just want to be able to put something together and show you guys, like, this is what I've been working on, and this is the vision that I've had. And I think it'll blow your minds, the things that I've been working on. I've come such a far and long way, such a long way in my life from where I was. It's unbelievable. It's like there's truly a miracle. And I am not going to waste any of the opportunities I have to do the right thing and to change people's lives if I can. And I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep going. And hopefully I can get somewhere with this. And if you guys like this content, then hit the like button. And if you don't, then keep it moving. But I appreciate every single person that comes and checks out my content. If you want to help me out, you can donate through Cash App, Bill Staxx 2021. And I can use the help towards the movie. Every dollar will go right back into this, and I will not let you guys down. But I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys have a safe weekend, and I will see you tonight. Don't forget, 9 o'clock. Oh, yeah. And don't be a bitch, bitch.